everybody. Big up Swans for having us here. Big up my management for making sure that we get here. You know what I mean? I hear about rumors and all those things. I didn't know about any rumor. This is my first time as a business dealer properly. So big up Swans and some professional business people. You can't clap them, man. Come on, clap them. Yeah, big up everyone for them kind words. You speak up, hearing people talk about you like this, make you feel like, you know? Yeah. The music that we do is international, and I have traveled internationally, but I'm definitely local to Africa. Yeah, I'm from here. I just don't live here, but I'm African, so definitely. I am a local African artist, you know, that I've just been traveling and we're home in Africa. It's the third place I've been on the continent. I've been to Kenya before and Zimbabwe. And there's something special about this trip. I don't want to talk to make my brothers in the other countries feel away. But there's definitely something special about here. And I love music, I love to sing. I'm excited just like you are to sing for you and share the music. You know? We take great pride in what we do and try to give it the best. B is buzzing. Yeah, we take, you know, only for pride and want to give you the best concert that you ever see. So that's what we're here to do. And we're just here to enjoy the place. I don't need a concert to come to Africa. So when I get concerts, music and Africa in one is like a present, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to be here. Once again, big up Swans, big up Shaka, big up the whole crew, big up the hotel very nice, and they're very kind there. Bell Lager, once again Pepsi, Africell, Capital FM, MBS, big up everybody here with the cameras, even though you're not clapping. Make sure you make some noise at the concert and we're gonna have a good time. Definitely. So I will see you at the concert.
My name is Mr. Mosh from Galaxy FM and Spark TV. Big up Tarrus and the team and everybody. I have two questions to Tarrus. First of all, the first question is musical. I know every artist has something, that magic that keeps them going before they get to the stage. There is that fever that artist gets before they get to the stage. How does Tarrus do it before he gets onto the stage, and where does he get that energy from? What does he do? What does he use? That's on the musical beat. And about Uganda and Africa. You know, Africa is home, it's the beginning of everything, the origin, motherland to everybody in the world. The first time you heard that you're coming to Uganda, how did you feel like? Did you know anything about Uganda as a country before you came here? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So the first question was, where do I get
the energy, the inspiration before you step onto the stage?
Oh, that's a good question. Where do I get my energy from? Well, I tell you already, we want to give you the best concert, you know. So it's just, you know, ambition. Definitely, he's an ambitious youth. My father, rest in peace, Jimmy Riley. He tell me that anything you're doing, you do your best. Yeah? So, things like that stick with me throughout my life. So, like, you know, when I'm cooking food, I want to cook the best food. When I'm putting on my clothes, I want to look my best. When I'm using my words, I try to use the best words so and I express myself. So it's just like music. So when I'm coming to do a concert, you know, I'm thinking about rehearsal, I'm thinking about maybe a new little freestyle I can make up. Who knows? But that is the whole purpose. I don't know if I answer you like that.
Great, perfect.
Yeah, but if there was any magic, I wouldn't tell you. I can't give away the magic.
Anything like a drink or
no,
juice?
I wouldn't tell you. I keep the secret drink for myself.
The trees?
No. It's just pride and ambition, and you know, I want people to look back in history. I know that Tarrus Rilley was a substance youth, you know, somebody who really did give you quality. Yeah. Yeah, and you can clap that place a bit.
Thank you very much. Next question.
No, those two questions, no. The other question was, did I know anything about Uganda? I really never know much about, like, Uganda. I just know like the terrain. I know about the Nile for sure. And I'm really excited to see the Nile. And if I don't go, blame Shaka. Everyone here, I'm holding him accountable right now. Yeah, but we just know about the terrain and it's a beautiful place. But that's why we're here now, to learn about Uganda artists, You got the artwork, the culture, the food, everything. That's why I say it's very special this time because it's the first time in Africa really like absorbing the culture. I always come and I have to just do work. You know what I mean? All right, respect.
Next question, please.
Hi. Hi, Tarrus. You're welcome. So I'm here on behalf of Bell Digital. We asked our online audience to just give us a few questions they would love to ask you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have just three.
I see.
The first one from Frank. If you were not a musician, what would you do? What's that other passion you have other than singing, or a profession that you would join other than singing?
Okay, so take time with me, one at a time. If I wasn't singing music, well, I tell you the truth, that's the hard question, because I love music so much, I'd have to be doing something with music. You know, maybe producing artists, or maybe even in the business of music. But music is very important to me, it's my passion. I love everything in music. You know, when I started doing music first, we look up to like dancehall DJs, you know what I mean, and want to be like that. And then from that, we start playing instruments or something else with music. So I can't think of anything outside of music. You know, music business, maybe a liar to help out artists get their business right. Something with music. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The other question is coming from Musa. How would you describe your sound, and if you were to collaborate with a musician in Uganda, who would it be?
Well, I'd have to learn about the musicians in Uganda before I could collaborate. I'd have to listen. And to describe my sound varies if we're talking about sound, but my message doesn't change. So the content of my music is always, you know, thinking about something or learning something, or, you know, maybe you're going through an experience. We talk about real life situations, good and bad. But the sound change. So sometimes I sing fast, sometimes I sing slow, because I don't like one kind of sound. I get bored very quick. And we live in a time where we have a whole heap of different people. Some people like slow sound, some people like fast sound. So we have a song for every sound. And I really love that. So, you know what I mean? I just try to express myself with different songs, but the message is always, you know, love each other, love yourself, care about yourself. And sometimes we go through, you know, you go through a heartbreak situation, somebody wants a song about it. Sometimes you want your lover, alright, you want a song about it. Someday you get up, you want, feel like a good day, it's my day to do anything I want to. You know, so it's just, it's mood music. Yeah? Alright. And the last one?
Last question. Clarkson is asking, how would you describe your impact, the way your music impacts people, and what kind of legacy would you like to leave behind as an artist?
Well, that's not for me to do, that's for people to do. I have to just give you the work and then talk about the legacy. And I can't really talk about the impact because it impacts everyone different. And maybe you hear a song and you feel different from the gentleman over there. All I have to know is when I'm putting what I'm putting together to give it to you, I give you my best. And most of the time before I write a song, something impact me, give me inspiration to write a song. So at the end of the day, the people write the legacy and talk about how them feel about it. And I think them feel good about it in Uganda, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So that's honest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Respect who you are. To be honest, we were at the studio. They're my friends. That song is produced by Fras, DJ Fras. So me and Fras are bridging. We're at Chimney Records. He's playing a track. He says he hears me singing on the track. And Fras knows how to convince you, you know. He never stops until you get it. I said, singer, you need to sing on this. I said, Fras, I'm tired. He said, no, singer, even when you're tired, you sound like a bird. I said, stop it, Fras. He said, yeah, man, just anything, if you just go so. I said, Fras, leave me alone. And, you know, once again, music is my thing. I just start listening to music. And I just started saying, you know what? In a time like this where we have social media and everybody wanted to be picture perfect, what about the people who just want to be themselves? So I said, alright, I love you just the way you are, bro. Anything, if you put on a pound, if you take off a pound, if you put it on, I take it off, whatever. Just come as you are. And you know, I want people to love me just the way I am also. I don't want to have to pretend to be so. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. But it's me. You know what I mean? So that's the whole purpose of the song. Yeah, respect.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi everyone. My name is Cindy and I come from yogamusic.biz. I only want one question for you, Tarrus. Swanks Avenue being one of the biggest production companies we have in Uganda, are you planning of recording any song with them?
That wasn't in the plans, but there'll be an option. You never know. Sometimes we leave it to China, we leave space for God walk in our life. So sometimes when you plan too much, you forget about what you plan. We like spontaneous things. Sometimes we say, yo, you know what? Let's try. So I don't mind. Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions, please?
You again.
More, can we?
Just a song of freestyle.
Oh no, there's nothing free about my side. You gotta relax, it's a joke. More questions, relax questions, I want to talk to you.
Any other questions? I have a question. Tarrus, I'd like to know if you write all the lyrics yourself.
Answer. It's ladies first.
Sorry, I'll find you.
Say again.
I'd like to know if you write all the lyrics yourself. Your lyrics.
Do I write all the lyrics of my songs? Yes and no. The reason why I say no is there's a lot of things I put in my music that are from old sayings. Some of them are Jamaican proverbs, some of them are from the Bible, some of them are from things that I hear people say. So if I was to be totally honest, if my friend says something to me and I put it in the song, am I writing my own lyrics? You know what I mean? So it is sometimes old African proverbs, we put them in songs. But you know, I'm definitely a singer and a songwriter, and I don't only write for myself, I write for other artists also. So, do I write all of my songs 99.9.9 at the time? Sometimes me and my friends write songs, me and Mr. Fraser write a lot of songs, me and Shane don't write a lot of songs. Then artists that you know write songs. You know what I mean? If I start calling names, I'll forget them and then be upset when they see it on the internet. But me and my artist friends that write a lot of songs. And sometimes we, you know, like I said, we use African proverbs, we use, you know, Jamaican proverbs, we use things from the Bible, we use teachings from Marcus Garvey, maybe Haile Selassie speeches. Who knows, maybe I learned something in Uganda and you hear it in a song. I can't take credit for that, but it will be written by me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take 2 more questions.
Can't take it.
Hello, Tarrus.
Wait there.
I'm Johnny from Festivity. So I'd just like to know the few artists of Uganda that you know.
I don't know any, but I'm going to find out on the concert. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you, please.
What happened? What happened? You got to relax. I'm going to the concert early to express and see what's going on there. You got to relax. So you got that artist? Come with the fire, because one of you will be my favorite artist when I leave here. Because I'm very new to the music. It's alright.
Okay, we're going to take 1 more question, please. Question?
Yeah, question.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Bas Badru from Denver FM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking, should we expect a special performance from the legendary Dean Fraser?
You want him to tell you? We perform all the time. Special, yeah? Special every time.
And then one last question. I think Benon will close this for us.
My question is, Tarrus Rilley, right now you're one of the flag bearers of reggae music.
Alright.
One, do you think reggae music is still as impactful to the world compared to the times of Bob Marley? And also, is the future of reggae music, in your own terms, do you think it's looking bright?
Do I think that reggae music is still impactful like Bob Marley? Yes, and probably even more with all of these platforms to reach the world. If Bob Marley did have social media on the sorry for him, he would have the way him do in half the time. So reggae music is definitely a big thing worldwide. And the good thing about reggae music is the honesty in the music and the realness in the music. You know, reggae music and the meaning behind the music. And when I say reggae music, I'm talking about even Jamaican music on the whole. Whether it's dance or whatever it is, it's really sincere. You know what I mean? So I think that touched people across the world. When a man say, "Hey man, let go one drop," I can feel it, and people across the world feel it. And so much, so much artists. When them sing them song, them sing it from a very sincere place. And I think that's what give the impact. Because check it, a lot of music nice and a lot of people can sing. R&B music nice, but something about the reggae. Yeah? And you see the future is there, you can see it. The future is, we have technology and we have artists every day. So, yeah man, reggae up and running.
I was asking as a fan, a concerned fan, to make sure that, we still have a lot more coming.
Yeah, but that's proof. You can see that right now in the music what's going on. Every youth have them studio. Every day you hear about a new artist out of Jamaica. There's a new song. They might have lyrics about the car. The man who's selling the fruits, they might have lyrics about the fruit. Jamaica is an artist place. There's just some of them they get to hear, some of them take it serious on record, and others just entertain them family and friends. And if you've been to Jamaica, you know that. Yeah man, everybody in Jamaica have lyrics. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Would like to call this press conference to a close. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to Tarrus and his team. Thank you very much to the press. Tarrus is here. I think you've seen him in the flesh. We look forward to an awesome show this Friday. So tell them to come out and not to miss. It's definitely going to be an epic experience. So I'll just ask that Tarrus and Swans and team, you can.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Senior Rastafari. Respect.